Hey, what's up guys? DiplexHeated here again. Welcome back to Men of War Assault Squad 2. Today we are trying out an awesome Battleship mod that is available for everyone to download over on the Steam Workshop page for Men of War Assault Squad 2. It currently only works for the editor. There isn't any single player missions for this mod yet, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't work online because there aren't any maps that can field these massive battleships. But it is very easy to use in the editor. You spawn these ships in and you assign them to a player. You don't need to crew them. You obviously need some good maps for it though. I've made my own map here that I'm thinking of sort of extending with fortifications on land so that we can use the battleships for like a landing operation. I think we're around the cliffs of Dover or something like that, down in the canal, the English Canal, or the English Channel. I'm not entirely sure what you say, canal or channel. But we've got 3 ships from the Royal Navy, battleships, yes, versus 3 German Kriegsmarine battleships here. Kriegsmarine. Is it Kriegsmarine or just Kriegsmarine? Shit, doesn't matter. It does, I guess, but kind of unimportant. Look at that cool flag. Gone a bit stale though over the years. Looks like it's been frozen up, but I'd rather have a flag that looks like it's swaying in the wind than no flag at all. It looks very cool. It's a really cool thing though. Some of the tanks in the Red Rising mod have flags behind them, like the Chinese tanks, and it sways, like it flaps around and shit in the air. It looks like it's moving essentially. It's pretty cool. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. We are going to run this once. If it's unfair, we're gonna run it, more times because it's gonna be a pretty short scenario. But I've noticed that the ranges are a bit different on the battleships, and it seems like the weaponry and armor is different too. I'll let you find out which side is favored in this mod. But let's just click start and watch these 2 navies go at each other here in World War II. And the British Navy is starting their bombardment, and it is a spectacular one. The German Navy is returning fire. Middle ship is taking so much fire right now from all 3 British battleships, and it's going down. Ship on the right here is returning, but it took some pretty severe direct hits, and it's forced to stop. Engines might have been disabled. The ship on the left flank is currently unscathed, but it's going to be taking a lot of serious fire now. Look at that. Look at the severe and serious British firepower on their Royal Navy battleships. Absolutely insane. Her Majesty's ship, yes. I'm not entirely sure what class this is, but it looks like a pretty standardized British World War II battleship. So does the German ones. In a way, it kind of reminds me of the Tirpitz or the Bismarck in like a smaller scale. But anyway, that was the first round. I'm going to change these around. I'm going to spawn the ships closer to each other so that the Brits can't pre-fire on the Germans. And we're going to see if the Brits are going to have an equal advantage when they're kind of broadsiding each other. That should be interesting. So without further ado, I'm just going to time out and restart the scenario. See you guys in a second. Alright guys, we are back again. I've moved the ships closer to each other. Got the British ships back here and the German ships over here. The Germans are way more geeked up. They've got flaks and more side armory and everything like that. Or armaments. Armory is a different word. Look at this thing. I don't think that's gonna hurt it too much, but look at this flak. I want to put some of the newer airplanes up against it. Should be awesome. But so yeah, let's do this a second time around, and we'll see if we can get a different result. I just love testing this stuff out and seeing how the mod developer has been thinking when he's creating these huge ships. And oh my, oh my, oh my. Side guns are definitely open up now. Look at that. Some proper broadsides over here. And down goes the 2 German center and right ships. The one on the far left side is still firing. It's got a lot of their side guns here opening up. Some serious broadsides. It is not going anywhere right now. Being pounded on by British fire, and there it goes down. None of the British ships went under. They're just insane. The Royal Navy is OP. Absolutely, absolutely. I still think though, I'm not entirely sure, but I think like by the end of the war, the statistics were that the German Navy, the Kriegsmarine, sank more Allied ships than they sank German ships. And I think that was because there's so many supply convoys that the submarines can go after. And the German Navy pretty much roamed the entire seas around there. But I'm just gonna look up something here. It is indeed Kriegsmarine, not Kriegsmarine. That would be without an E, I presume. Anyway, the ships are gonna continue down the canal to wherever they were heading, just leaving a couple of German boats behind there with some of their flags hoisted high. Anyway, I am going to head out again. We're gonna do one British ship versus 2 German ships on both sides. We'll see if these British Royal Navy ships are indestructible. But yeah, see you guys there. I'll be back in a second. Alright lads, back again. 2 German battleships versus 1 British. They're going to be broadsiding the shit out of the center here. But we'll see if this Royal Navy, Her Majesty's ship, can endure. Let's start. Oh man. Oh my lordy lord. Look at that. Boom, boom. Get some cool ass screenshot-erino. I think they've disabled the guns on it. I'm gonna take control of it. These are out. They are all out. They're all out. They are all out. The only thing that isn't out is the actual ship. Ramming speed! So, conclusion. The actual warship itself cannot be destroyed. The guns can be disabled, but it doesn't seem like it wants to go down. Let me disable that freaking HUD. Or the, what do you call that? The sort of thing that makes units shine in blue when they're covered by an object. Look at that. We're gonna ram it and see if we can bring it down that way. I mean, we've been shooting this thing for a minute now, full on with everything we've got. And if 2 German battleships can't take it down, it probably never will go down. Unless we ram it. Ah! Did not quite work. Something funny though, moving these ships on each other like this. Look, they're literally hugging it out at the bottom of the sea. That British ship is literally wrestling with this guy. It literally lifted it up. Let's see if we can drive. It wants to, but it's stuck. The other German battleship is like, hey, I need help. Alright, we'll add another one to the mix. Oh, we're tipping over. It's in shipception? Shipception? Oh, well, they're still firing. That's great. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this mod preview. I'll give you guys a quick look at some of the new stuff. We've got carriers. That's a Japanese one. It's massive. Torpedo boats. The US aircraft one. We've got about a bunch of U-boats and stuff. We've got these boats that look awesome. Like this one's got a bunch of flags on it and stuff. Like, what is this? Like a Raumboot.